bọ́jọ́ bá pẹ́ títí ọjọ́ àgbìn o bọ́nà bá jìnnà jìnnà àdópin o àti sáré àdópin aré àmàtí jìyà àdópin ìyà o àti sunsun àti kan ògiri ó má ti gbẹ̀yìn kọ́ lọ́tẹ̀ ìmọ̀ o bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
ilé òní gbóná kárẹ́nu omi kọ́lé ayé òní kóró kálọ̀ dífá ọ̀run o láyé náà la ó wà títà ó fi ṣẹ́gun lójú àwọn ọlọ́tẹ̀ ẹkún akọjá òkùnkùn ajímọ́lẹ̀ fáwa ọmọ Yorùbá ọjọ́ ayọ̀ súnmọ́lé o.
di láéláé pọ́n gbá ó mà di láéláé pọ́n gbá Yorùbá ò ní dọ̀bálẹ̀ ẹ̀fẹ́ nìkan ó di gbẹ̀yìn kọ́ lọ́tẹ̀ ìmọ̀ o.
yé ẹ dìde dìde bí ológun ẹ bá jàgà sílẹ̀ o ẹ rántí àtọmọdọ́mọ kò ní sún wa kò ní rẹ̀ wá tá ó fi ṣẹ́gun tẹni tó dé ó sàn ju ẹni tirẹ̀ ń bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò ní ní dúró kẹ́dúró gbọ̀n kẹ́dúró gbọ̀n kẹ́dúró gbọ̀n 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 àtùpàgbé oníkànnì o bí ẹ bá sùn ẹ gbé ọjọ́ ayọ̀ súnmọ́lé o.
bí a bá kú tí a bá jí a ó mẹ́ni rè fẹ́ràn ẹni bá ṣàìsàn wò ni yóò lè mọyì àlàáfíà bí a bá ṣaláìní ká tó wá ní a ó mọyì bàbá ń fojoojúmọ́ jẹun ata ó dífá fún Yorùbá tí í ṣe ọmọ Odùduwà bàbá mi òkè gàgàgà tí í ṣe lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ́yìn aṣòótọ́ Ọ̀yọ́ Ìbàdàn Oǹdó Ìjẹ̀ṣà Ilé Ifẹ̀ o.
wá ohùn alóore Odùduwà ló ń pè.
Àkúrẹ́ Ọ̀wọ̀ Ìkàrẹ́ Ẹ̀yìn Èkìtì ẹ gbóhùn Ìgbé o.
wá ohùn alóore Odùduwà ló ń pè.
Ìbàràpá Ilé Ẹ̀gbádò Ẹ̀yìn Ọ̀ṣun ẹ gbóhùn Ìgbé o.
wá ohùn alóore Odùduwà ló ń pè.
Ẹ̀yin Ìjẹ̀bú ọmọ Àlárẹ̀ o ẹ̀yin Ẹ̀gbá ọmọ Lísàbí.
wá ohùn alóore Odùduwà ló ń pè o ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ọjọ́ ayọ̀ súnmọ́lé o.
tó mo kí yín káàbọ̀ sórí ètò Yorùbá Nation Now mo kí gbogbo ojú tó ń wò mí káàkiri gbogbo ayé ó yá ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé tàbí kẹ́ fìdílé nǹkan ẹ jẹ́ àjọjẹ gbádùn ètò Yorùbá Nation Now tòní ètò kan ní lórí ìkànnì BGI TV bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ tẹlifíṣàn tí ń ṣojú gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri gbogbo ayé ètò tí ń sọ nípa dáadáa tí a fẹ́ kó dé bá Yorùbá ó yá o ẹ bá wa ké sálára ẹ ké sájèrò ẹ ké sẹ́wà rọ̀gùn àga ẹ jẹ́ kí ó yé gbogbo èèyàn wípé ètò Yorùbá Nation Now ti dé ta ẹ wá jájọ dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Olódùmarè ọba tó dá mi ọba tó dá ẹ̀yin náà tó dá gbogbo ayé pé ẹ rí mi kedere ẹnìkan tó jẹ́ rí mi náà lọ́lọ́run n tó sì fà tẹ́ fi rí mi ni pé kò ìgbẹ̀mí lẹ́nu yín àtèmi náà eléyìí lásán tọ́pẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ lọ torí pé lẹ́ni tilẹ̀ mọ́ yìí gbàgbèje èèyàn ni wọ́n ti sin káàkiri ayé gbàgbèje èèyàn lẹ̀mí ti bọ́ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ kí ló dé tí ò kan èmi àti yín nítorí pé àsìkò tí ì tó Ọlọ́run sì nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa kì í ṣe pé Ọlọ́run ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n lọ náà àsìkò tí wọ́n ló tó mo wá fi àsìkò yìí bí Ọlọ́run pé k'Ẹlẹ́dùmarè fún wa ní ẹ̀mí gígùn kó má ti jẹ́ àlọ́ báyìí ẹ má jẹ́ aṣọ léyà ká má sọ dìlé pẹ́ ní pápápá ẹ jẹ́ ń kọ́rọ̀ wá ná pé ẹ wo ibi tí wọ́n kọ subscribe sí fẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń wò mí live and direct lórí YouTube ẹ máa bá mi subscribe sí ibi tí wọ́n tẹ̀ sí fẹ́yìn tí ẹ ò tí ì tẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ o àti notification bell náà ẹ bá wa tẹ̀ ẹlòmíì ìjọ àti ń sọ kò ráyè kò tí ẹ ráyè kó ń bá wa tẹ̀ sọ tó sọ kó kú òun bẹ́ẹ̀ ní tiwọn ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò mí lórí Facebook live and direct ẹ̀yin náà ẹ bá mi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ wo ibi tí wọ́n kọ follow sí kẹ́ ẹ follow wa ó wà ní ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá látòrí Instagram a wà ní gbàgede ìmọ̀ _22 ẹ follow wa ń bẹ̀ náà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá lórí Facebook a wà lórí gbàgede ìmọ̀ with Aláwìyé Adébáyọ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ search fún wa lórí YouTube a wà lórí bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ TV BGI TV bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ TV ẹ subscribe fún wa bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ó yá o ká má sọ lé adìlé pẹ́ ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà Yorùbá ẹ yá mi létí yín ẹ jẹ́ pé yín ṣàkíyèsí kan tí ẹ ò fura Goodluck Jonathan ṣé ẹ gbàgbé pòun ló kúrò níjọba kó tó di pé Buhari bọ́ síbẹ̀ ní 2015 ǹjẹ́ èrò pé ó lè possible náà kí wọ́n tó dá Goodluck Jonathan padà síbẹ̀ bí wọ́n bá wá dá padà síbẹ̀ kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe sí ṣé lọ yìnbọn pa ni ìgbà yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀máa wá kékeré pé wọ́n tó ti yan Yorùbá mẹ́bọ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ṣé ẹ rí i pé èèyàn ló wà nídìí ọ̀rọ̀ tó rò fi ń ké èyí tí Goodluck ṣe gbẹ́rẹ́ tá a gbọ́ níjẹta àbí jẹrin yìí ṣé ẹ rò pé àdáṣe ẹ̀ ni ṣé ẹ rò pé bóyá ó lè jẹ́ géèmù tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbá fún Yorùbá ni ìdí rèé tá a fi gbọ́dọ̀ rorí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o ìdí rèé tá a fi gbọ́dọ̀ fohùn ṣọ̀kan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá wá gbá ṣọ́ọ̀tì yìí fún wa níbo la fẹ́ fojú sí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń takò ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n láwọn fẹ́ pín níbo la fẹ́ fojú sí kò sí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ju pé àáfomi lò bẹ́ẹ̀ ní fọdún mẹ́jọ ẹ̀kan tí mo sọ ìsílẹ̀ bó bá tá a bá rò bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá kọ̀tẹ́ ní wọ́n Nàìjíríà yìí náà ni tẹ́ ẹ rò pé bóyá Yorùbá ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbé síbẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn kan tí wọ́n wà ní àṣẹ ni wọ́n plan pẹ̀lú Goodluck Jonathan kọ́ tó tún wá jóòná tún gbé wá tó bá wá gbé sórí àpèrè kí lẹ rò pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ àfi ká fomi lò bẹ́ẹ̀ fódìdí ọdún mẹ́jọ míì àmọ́ tó dá mi lójú ni pé iná ilé ọ̀nà ìmọ̀ ìhòòrò yẹ gbẹ̀yìngbẹ̀yìn torí pé mo mọ̀ pé ń bọ̀ bá náà yìí ní pàpà gbà á ẹ̀ padà wálé ilé ebo ilé pẹ́yìn náà wà lórí pé marginalization ìpọ̀jù fún Yorùbá ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé wọn débẹ̀ ó ṣe gbàgbé ẹ wo orú ìyà tí wọ́n fi ń jẹ wá ẹ wo orú tú tí wọ́n fi Yorùbá pa ẹ wo bí wọ́n ti ń da Yorùbá ríboríbo ẹ wo ọmọ Yorùbá gbàgbèjì ọmọ Yorùbá tó jìyà kó tó ní pálí iléèwé lọ́wọ́ ń bò wá ní tán iṣẹ́ tó fi ṣe dà ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ríṣẹ́ ṣe iṣẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ wọ́n ṣe POS wọ́n á gbé káńtà jókòó wọ́n máa ṣe owó ATM fáwọn èèyàn wọ́n máa rán 100 naira lórí 5,000 wọ́n rí yẹn ṣe odidi graduate iṣẹ́ kejì tí wọ́n ríṣẹ́ márúwá ṣe wọ́n á máa wa márúwá ẹni tí ò ka kọ̀ọ̀kan á máa wá ṣọ̀gá lé wọn lórí wọ́n á máa ṣe yẹsà fún yẹn náà ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ìmí ìrí taxi wà nù wọn nígbà téèyàn kúkú ti wá mọ̀ pé taxi POS márúwá ló máa wà gbẹ̀yìn ayé kí ló dààmú léèwé fún lọ léèwé fún ẹlòmíì jẹ gbèsè kó tó rán ọmọ lọ léèwé ni o òbí mi ìta aṣọ òbí mi ìta jewelries wọ́n tó sọ léyàdílé pẹ́ mọ́ lòmíì lọ́wọ́ kọ́ọ̀sì ọdún 4 wọ́n á sọ ọdún 8 fẹ́ lòmíì òbí ni ó máa ràn ẹlòmíì ò sì rí léèwé sítòsí ó ti ẹ̀jàjà rí kò rí sítòsí owó léèwé owó mọ́tò owó oúnjẹ fódìdí ọdún bíi 4-5 ọmọ ìbá wa lọ léèwé ọ̀hún tó dé tán tóbi rò pé kóun fẹ̀yìntì kóun máa jẹun ọmọ ṣe bá àárín ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú yìí náà lẹ ti ń pínṣẹ́ mọ́ra yín lọ́wọ́ àbíṣẹ́ tọ́mọ náà ò ṣèdá ṣe mélèé làwọn èèyàn rò ni wọ́n sọ pé ẹ ṣe járí tó yẹ kárí kí ilé kúkú yá kó ní kálukú dá dúró lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ gbogbo ọ̀nà tá a bá wùn ká gbà dá dúró ẹ ṣàjẹ́ kí Yorùbá gba freedom kí Yorùbá máa dá ṣèjọba ẹ̀ mo ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà pé tó lè dáa jù fún ìlú yìí tí solution lè fi wà fún ìlú yìí ní kí Yorùbá máa ṣe olórí lórí Yorùbá kí Yíbò máa ṣe olórí lórí Yíbò káwúsá máa ṣe olórí lórí ara wọn bàbá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin náà rí i pé ní pápápá ìlú yóò rojú yóò ráyè àwọn ọmọ Bẹ̀nẹ̀ nígbà kan ni wọ́n wá ń ṣe àtìkòǹbí ẹlẹ́yà lọmọ Bẹ̀nẹ̀ máa fi wá ṣe báyìí torí pé owó wa àti sẹ́fà ó ti dọ́gba bá a bá ṣọ́ra pàápàá owó sẹ́fà tún fẹ́ẹ̀ tún ju owó wa lọ́nà toró ti lé bá ọ̀rẹ́ dì èèyàn bá kó 10,000 naira tọ̀ntọ̀n ó ti pọ̀ jù èèyàn bá kó 5,000 naira ń gbà kan dé Benin Republic ó fi àpò kó nǹkan wá lé ni torí wa náà lánàá tún ṣẹ́kù kéèyàn wá kó di 20,000 dání lọ́bẹ̀nẹ̀ kódà yóò ra mọ́tò wálé ṣùgbọ́n ní ìsìn $1 to $1.7 ni ẹ̀rí pa gbàgbó pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà Yorùbá ò máa mọ tó yẹ ká ṣe wọ́n pa gbèjègbèjọ Yorùbá ò rí o wọ́n sá ní dandan Yorùbá ló kàn àwọn fẹ́ lọ jẹ president okay I wish you good luck bí àṣà ẹnìkan bí orúkọ ẹnìkan I wish you good luck àmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dó tẹ́ ẹ padà wálé o torí ìtìmìrì tí wọ́n ń ṣe yìí ṣé ẹ rò pé ẹjẹ́ a máa wò ẹ má jẹ́jẹ́ fọ̀rọ̀ síkùn bí àgbà à ń bira wa léèrè pé bó làwọn ẹni tí ń rówó tí wọ́n fi ń lọ ra fọ́ọ̀mù 100 million ó easy fún wọn láti rí very easy ipò kan ni wọ́n wà tí wọ́n fi ń lọ ra fọ́ọ̀mù yìí ipò tí wọ́n wà yìí ṣé àkáǹtì wà fún bí wọ́n ti ń ná owó nínú bẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ́ yẹn tó ní kálukú kó sápò ẹ lè rẹ́nikẹ́ni kí Wùmí kàn dédé jí kí ni mo lọ ra fọ́ọ̀mù 100 million mo fẹ́ ṣe president rárá àwọn tí wọ́n wà nípò ńlá kan tí wọ́n ti ń rí bù gidi làwọn tẹ́ẹ̀rí tí wọ́n lọ ra fọ́ọ̀mù mi ò ní dárúkọ ẹnikẹ́ni àmọ́ audio conversation àwọn kan nínú àwọn tí wọ́n ti ra fọ́ọ̀mù yìí ìbá 550 billion tí wọ́n kó tí wọ́n ò mọ kí ni ìwé táwọn lè ṣe láti fi cover owó kí ni káwọn pè tó wá ń discuss láàrin ara wọn lórí fóònù nìkan nù wọ́n rìkọ́ọ̀dù ẹ̀ lójú sáyé nígbà bá gbọ́ ọ́díò yẹn ẹ mọ̀ta ni èmi ò ní dárúkọ ẹnikẹ́ni kó bá má di pé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n á deny wọ́n á dẹ̀ tún ná àwọn sùn mi fún defamation of character bọ̀ ẹ máa ẹ lísìn sóhùn tẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ dáadáa ẹ lísìn sí conversation ẹ mọ̀ta ni owó tí wọ́n display rẹ̀ o tí wọ́n fi ń ra fọ́ọ̀mù tán fi ń ra mọ́tò tán fi ń ra gbáfìràwọ̀ owó wa tí wọ́n jí kó 550 billion bóyá 55 billion dẹni ó dà pé 55 billion ẹ gbọ́nú ẹ wọ́n wá ń wọ́nà wo làwọn lè gbé gbà torí auditing kí làwọn lè gbèjọ táwọn lè fi cover ẹ̀ discussion yẹn conversation yẹn lẹ́nìkan ni wọ́n record ló send síta ṣe mọ̀ pé ní kálukú wọn ló fẹ́ score political point lára ara wọn kí ni ká pè léyìí ṣáwọn tá a fẹ́ fi ṣe olórí rèé ṣáà ti rí ibi tí 2023 náà tún lọ àti rí pé failure náà ló tún bá bọ̀ kó òun ìyà kan bọ́ sí kan ni Atọ́lẹ̀dọ́lẹ̀ tàná. Ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ díò yẹn mọ̀ bọ̀.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
The network, sir.
Yes. Ah, my God. Let me talk to Arun Shekhar.
Hold on the line, sir.
Hello, sir. Yeah. So, can we think of anywhere across both heads where we can, push things, either move things from cash CAD or some other places, bring it back, or you understand, or delay?
I'm looking at it. The maximum that I can negotiate is 20 billion on CIA that I will just tell them that, because that is the one that we've not paid, that we've accrued for. So, because I've looked at the account, that is the...
On the cash account due?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That is 18, because I say 18 for, then there's this 2 billion, which are not material for something to be done for EFCC, that I said they've taken it as accrued. So that is the maximum we can get from expenses.
Is there any other boat head where you can find?
See, I've gone through all the voters here. I know material, at least my personal expenses is just increased by 1 billion over last year, and I think we can't go into that place. My other operating.
Now, what's our shareholders fund?
It's 34.
Yeah?
34 billion. 34.
You can see, if you take our shareholders fund into negative, that's another problem. Wow. Hey.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I'm with the DG and Zau KJ as well.
Yeah, let me talk to the DG. Yeah, let me talk to the DG.
Okay.
I didn't know they were there. Yes.
Yes. Hello, sir.
No, Edward, I didn't know that you were there with 2KJ.
No, I'm there. We're here with you. Yes.
Man.
We are cracking our brains, governor. We were thinking of all available options.
Because shareholders funds of 34 billion, if we put this number there, to take our shareholders funds to negative, which is dangerous.
To negative? Yes. No. We can't do that one. That would be dangerous.
What do we do?
God. The wild thought that came is that can we get the finance ministry to agree to take some off, even if it's just for the record?
How can they take it now? Take what now, precisely?
Even if it's just to do some book work.
But they cannot. That will expose us to them.
Because that's the only area. All these other areas.
Okay, what do we want finance to do in this case?
Well, the thought was that maybe if they can just, we do some discussion with them, they just write saying that, okay, government will, but it has to maybe appropriated or something. Some document that will do that.
They can't try that because without National Assembly and government, they have to go to Federal Executive Council to do that.
They have to go to Federal Executive Council.
Wow. Damn it.
Wow. Because, I don't know. I even said we should look at our intervention, but there's nothing much we can do there. They don't have an intervention. That will not work. I don't know.
Wow.
We can't afford negative at all.
Yeah?
We cannot afford deficit, governor. No way. We have to talk for balance.
How do we get out of this is the issue. Because the auditors themselves will be very careful because, they don't want because they have people who are reviewing their accounts. They are superiors outside the office reviewing their accounts.
Exactly. They also, they have their names and their own governance process. Might not allow them to even do some of these things. Hold on for okay, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yes.
We are thinking of all the options. I think because the Omo aspect, which is the bulk,
Yes.
of the stock. Yes, because the money has been paid and banks have recognized that amount in their income. And naturally, the debtors will also ask for confirmation to confirm this one. And because initially I thought we had about 150 billion, which was what was paid in December. Then the initial thought was to look at which were the heavy banks that bought into that. But maybe pick them, but we also realized that they also have their end of year at December. So they will have recognized that. And I was just asking Mr. Arowishega about their exchange rate gain. The rate they use for this year, they said it's already 364, which is already very high.
Yes.
Because if not, if it was to be some lower, we have thought we have increased that close of maybe by just 1 naira or 2 naira, that will change the whole thing.
Because the first time in history, part is written balance sheet in negative shareholder for that is bad.
No. We thought about that because we were looking at how much the revenue is. Because the issue will be that we made so much revenue of social amount and we spend the whole thing. So where did we get the money that we were spending if we make? No, we have to. We go through it and see how it is. Not going to work. Not at this time. Not. We keep cracking our braces. No. We are still looking at now. So far, we will be able to see to about 20 billion, which is this kind. Which he said he still has to discuss with the. Yeah. So after 20 billion, how much will be left? It's up to 100, 120, 110. 110, that is still a lot. Because this means we need at least a minimum of 115 or 112 for it to move from negative to surplus.
God.
Yeah. Because let's take this from God now. We'll get back to you.
Èrò tó ń lọ sókè òkun ẹ̀yìn dà. Ságbàsúlà àti máa wálé iṣẹ́ tó kójú òṣùwọ̀n láti bá ní ṣètò ìwé ìrìnnà ní kókó. Ọpẹ́ o. Ṣíṣe ìwé ìrìnnà dìrọ̀rùn ká bá ní ṣètò ilégbèé fún ìgbádùn àkókò ìsinmi lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, ìrìn àjò afẹ́ fún àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́, lílọ sí Mẹ́kà òun Jerúsálẹ́mù, ó fẹ́ lọ kàwé lókè òkun, iṣẹ́ kíkọ́ lókè òkun àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. First Excellent Able Travels and Tours Limited wọ́n gba òǹtẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba pẹ̀lú àwọn àjọ elétò ìrìn àjò ojú òfurufú. First Excellent Able Travels and Tours Limited àwọn gan lọ́ba láti bá wa dòwò pọ̀. Ẹ lè pe 09055052472. Ẹ sì lè tẹ àtẹ̀ránṣẹ́ sórí +639 174 163 562. Wọ́n wà ní nọ́mbà 45 Shokenway Òkè Ìjẹun Abẹ́òkúta ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ẹ lè kàn sí www.excellenttravels.com.ph. First Excellent Able Travels and Tours Limited. Ìrìn àjò dìrọ̀.
tó ẹni bá mọ ohun èèyàn dáadáa ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ti mẹ́tọ́ ẹ gbóhùn ẹ̀. Ẹ wo bí wọ́n ṣe pàṣẹ síra wọn, ọ̀nà wo la tún lè gbé gbà. 500 billion lówó yẹn tí wọ́n kò rí last year ní ọ́díò yẹn. Nínú Sahara Reporter ni mo ti lọ gbé wá. I must give credit and kudos to Sahara Reporter. Inú ẹ̀ ni mo ti lọ gbé wá. Àwọn náà post ẹ̀ sórí YouTube ní last year, exactly a year ago. Kó má yà wá lẹ́nu pé bo ni wọ́n ti ń rówó tán ná tán fi ń gba fọ́ọ̀mù ibi tán ti ń rí lẹ́rí yẹn. Owó èmi àti yín. 100 million ni wọ́n ra fọ́ọ̀mù. 500 billion olówó tẹ̀rí tí wọ́n tọ́ ronú báwo làwọn ṣe lè gbégbà kí làwọn lè ṣe táwọn lè fi cover no plan tẹ̀gbọ́ ẹ̀. Mi ní dárúkọ onítọ̀hún for security reasons. Bọ̀tẹ̀ tó bá lọ wò ó ẹ ṣàṣàṣẹ lórí Sahara Reporter ẹ bá ń bẹ̀. Ẹ wo táìtù tó fún èmi ò ní fún táìtù yẹn. Àwọn náà ló tó gbérú ẹ̀ ló tó sọ̀rọ̀ táìtù ìyàwó tí dàgbà débẹ̀. Àwọn tá a trust rè, àwọn tí a fẹ́ tún gbéjọba fún rè. Tí mo fi tọrọ lọ 2023. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ exist pé dandan wọn Nàìjíríà náà pín tẹ́ ń gbọ́ yẹn láwọn tí wọ́n wà pò. Owó yẹn 500 billion ọ̀nà plan lé lórí yẹn. Bóyá wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe gbé kò sí bóyá nú. Torí mi ò gbọ́ pé EFCC visit onítọ̀hún débi wọ́n fẹ́ gbé rárá. Mi ní dárúkọ ẹnikẹ́ni sẹ́. Ẹni bá fẹ́ mọ̀ ta ni ẹ lọ wo Sahara Reporter ẹ bá mbẹ. Mi ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kí yẹn jẹ́ compensation fún pé mo gbé fídíò ọkùnrin yẹn, kó jẹ́ compensation fún nípa pípolówó channel ẹ̀. So yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Nàìjíríà ta fẹ́ kúlé lórí nìyẹn. Tẹ́nìkan rèé o, àìmọye gbàgbéje wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Àìmọye gbàgbéje wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń bù ni, wọ́n sọ di ẹja àbùbù tán ni wọ́n ń bu owó èmi àti yín. That is why táwọn ọmọ òfin ríṣẹ́ ṣe rí insecurity gbogbo criminal act tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wà láì unemployment ó kún. Tí rate of unemployment bá ti pọ̀ nílùú kan kò sí ni crime rate máa high sí ni, torí pé àwọn tí wọ́n perpetuate crime yìí they are those that are supposed to add to our workforce. Àwọn tó yẹ kó form labour force, àwọn tí wọ́n wà nígbà wọ́n léegun lápá their energy, the energy is there, they are energized. Láti wá lo energy yẹn, they must channel the energy to one place. So far tẹ́ ti jẹ́ kó jẹ́ bí iṣẹ́ rere, wọ́n á channel ẹ̀ síbi iṣẹ́ aburú. In as much tí unemployment bá ti rate tó ti high, crime rate náà máa high ni. Mo oríṣiríṣi criminal act tó ń lọ lù, jíyàn gbé, gbéyàn lórí, kidnapping, banditry àti oríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń lọ lù. Torí rate of unemployment. Àwọn tó wá yẹ kó provide employment fún wa, owó ọ̀hún ni wọ́n pín mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́ tẹ̀ ń bọ̀ yẹn. Ẹni wá ń di àmúlẹ̀ gbóhùn ẹ̀yẹn, mi ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹni wà ní di àmù ó lẹ gbóhùn ẹ̀yẹn. 500 billion lówó yẹn. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ sọ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ní ká máa jókòó tì, wọ́n Nàìjíríà ló dá. Èmi náà believe bẹ́ẹ̀, àmọ́ wọ́n ti pín Nàìjíríà yẹn o. Wọ́n ti pín monetarily o, wọ́n ti pín. Àwọn kan ti tà, wọ́n ti gbowó already, wọ́n ti kó sápò, wọ́n ti ta Nàìjíríà, wọ́n ti gbà, wọ́n ti gbowó ẹ̀ sápò láwọn kan. Ẹ wo àwọn ASUU, ẹ wo àwọn ọmọléèwé, wọn ò rí léèwé lọ. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́pọ́ tó ti fi kún 12 weeks, ọ̀sẹ̀ 12 ni wọ́n tó fi kún sí. ASUU ń pariwo kí náà béèrè, kí ni percentage ń tán béèrè sí ohun táwọn kan jí kó sápò. Mo sọ níjẹta ń bìbà pé ẹnìkan ra fọ́ọ̀mù 100 million yẹn tán, account balance ẹyọ kan ní gbogbo numerous accounts tó ní, account balance ẹyọ kan tó ti ra fọ́ọ̀mù 100 million yẹn jáde, account balance yẹn fi hàn wá pé ó sì ní 45 billion no account individual ẹnìkan ṣo. I will say Nigeria is not rich. 500 billion táwọn ẹni ìjígbé tí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣekúṣe yìí, tí wọ́n bá da ojú 500 billion kan iná wa, ṣé ẹ rò pé solution yìí ò ní débì kan? Ká ní 100% ní problem tí iná wa ní, táàfin ní stable power supply. Tí wọ́n bá wá da 500 billion tí wọ́n jí kó tán pín mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́ yẹn, tó bá dájú ẹ̀ bo 100% problem yẹn, ṣé ẹ rò pé kò ní já 70% kó mẹ́? Kò sí problem ta ní nílùú ìjú àìsí olórí. Gbogbo àwọn tó sì ń parẹ́ dára wọn kiri iná pa àwọn tó fẹ́ débẹ̀. Èwo ló ṣe trust? Rìsọ́ọ̀tì láti gbà láì tí ṣe ẹ̀sáàmù yìí. Àti rẹ́sì láì tí dìbò. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn crops of set of people tó fẹ́ kó lọ náà rí? Ìkànnì wọn náà sábà mú síbẹ̀, ó yá. Wọ́n yẹ máa pé náà ti ń pè yìí. That is why tẹ́ fi ráwọn tó sọ pé àwọn ò ṣe mọ́ kó gbà. Let me go on my way. I don't think there must be crime in that. ẹ wo ọdún tásù ti strike o kò sí tó kàn wọ́n ríro tó kàn wọ́n ní báwo làwọn ṣe máa dépò tí tó fi lórí minister for education minister for labour and productivity àbílẹ̀ pé tó fi dórí wọ́n rí tútà ọmọ yẹn pa. The funnest part ni pé àwọn ènìyàn iléèwé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọ́n lọ o yunifásitì ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n lọ o oúnjẹ tí wọ́n rà mo rí tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì kan lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta yìí ti UI tó máa fi lọ róúnjẹ UI 10 kọ́bọ̀ ìkan 30 kọ́bọ̀ lóúnjẹ tí wọ́n máa rà oúnjẹ 30 kọ́bọ̀ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ló sọ fún wọn ó lálàwí tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì sọ fún wọn lóṣooṣù wọn ò fẹ́ àwọn tí wọn bá fẹ́ jẹun kìíní nìyẹn tó fẹ́ jẹun Daniel ó ní Daniel tọmọ yunifásitì máa lọ jẹun ìwọ̀wọ́ tó bá fẹ́ jẹ tó fẹ́ lọ róúnjẹ mama put tó fẹ́ lọ róúnjẹ ní cafeteria school tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì wọn 10 kọ́bọ̀ 30 kọ́bọ̀ ó sì wà dọ́là bẹ́ẹ̀ ní UI ṣùgbọ́n èlò ni àwa ti sí 10,000 15,000 la fi ń jẹun lẹ́ẹ̀kan àwọn ọgbà yẹn 10 kọ́bọ̀ 30 kọ́bọ̀ wọ́n wá jẹ́ tán bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ wọ́n wá tilẹ̀kùn má wà tá à bọ̀ ó la ọmọ yìí ò tówèé kà mọ́ yìí ẹjọ́ ṣé ọmọ tó kúrò léèwé fún níbi ọ̀sẹ̀ 12 kí ló fẹ́ rántí la ṣe ń gbé half-baked graduate jáde every year nísìn most of them cannot construct simple and correct English mọ́ ìmí dẹ̀ ń kọ́ ni ìmí ń sọ lẹ́nu ni kò lè kọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ that's why ló jẹ́ pé labroad wọn believe nínú graduate Nigerians mọ́ ṣé bọ́mọ ṣe fẹ́ ṣoríire rèé strike táwọn ọmọ yẹn strike tọ́rọ ọmọ náà jáde wọ́n protest àti kí ni mínísítà sọ lé lórí ìjọba gbé méjèèjì sí kò gbàgbé sí papọ̀.
So many of us here. Yes, extra fee. This is we are coming back now. I know. I know there are so many of us here who are already studying a course that they've added surgery to. Like my brother, Russian language and surgery. Because already he's spending 7 years. Computer science and surgery. Marine science and surgery. Education management. And no, with 12 weeks that have been added, you should be sure that it is surgery. You see, I swear, it shows that public education is bachelors, I swear. Only bachelors. It shows that there are lots of resolve the airline operators of Nigeria. They were very quick because they will need to fly abroad, but when it concerns public education, for 85 days, they did not communicate anything. We are going there and we are coming back. This road today is for us. You understand?
Forever, we shall always fight for rights.
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for rights. This flag must end today. Yes. We are very clear. And to do that, we invite Comrade Philip Olatiwo to give in just 3 minutes the reasons for this protest. Thank you. You can clap if your hands are not together.
Greatest Nigerian student.
Great.
Ever conscious Nigerian student.
Great.
Ever militant Nigerian student.
Great.
Greatest Nigerian students, today we are out. Not because we are jobless. Not because we have nothing to do.
Yes.
If you look around us, most of the students you can see here are the best of the best in their classes. Unlike the propaganda of the government, like it is the useless students that do not have future ambition, that are always on the streets. But we are here because we have future ambition. We want to proceed with our lives. We cannot continue to stay in the university when we are not even sure of when we are going to graduate. We are only sure of the day of our matriculation. We are not sure of the day of our convocation. It cannot continue like that. Greatest Nigerian students, we must continue to stand for what is right. Our lecturers are not being paid well. Our laboratories are dilapidated. Our equipment are dead. In our laboratories, we pay to buy reagents. We cannot even afford to have our projects without funding the projects ourselves.
On reacting to their various issues, they took time to talk about the fact that this document had been submitted to government since May last year, and up till now, government had not done anything about it. Government did promise that they were going to put together an interministerial committee, and that within a period of a fortnight, the interministerial committee was going to be in a position to sort out all the contents of the document. And that up till now, nothing.
We have the information that there were areas of disagreement as this was being compiled. Nothing wrong with that. It's a negotiation. You don't get everything 100%. But I told ASU and I told education, if you have areas of disagreement, put up your committee to go back. But before then, education has to, in-house, in their Department of Tertiary Education, and with the National University Commission, look at it.
I am a conciliator.
But you're part of government.
I'm an arbitrator. We draw up an agreement. And in those agreements, some of them are money issues, some of them are not money issues. Let's talk in terms of the payment platform for the university system.
The UTAS.
UTAS, University Transparent Solution. Number one is that no employee, no worker, by ILO principles at work, no employer dictates to your employer how to pay you. The important thing is for your salaries, remuneration to be paid as and when due. Do not forget what brought us to that situation. Minister of Finance complained that she had to pay 870 billion as shortfall of payee taxes, which was not being paid in the university system and the teaching hospital system. So when the IPs came on, IPs started deducting appropriate taxes of payee, started deducting cooperative payments that were due that were not being taken out at the time. And of course, they protested and said that it was an amputation. We looked at it and we said, okay, no problem. Let us try IPs. IPs, according to the report I got from NIDA through their minister, the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, they have 3 stages of test. Number 1 test is called user acceptance. And that is, who are the users of this your system? University bursars, College of Education bursars, and the rest of them all. They brought them to Abuja and looked at the UTAS system. And gradually it was scored 93%. User acceptance. Integrity test. Vulnerability test. These other 2 tests are tests that look at a system and prevent hacking into the system. Gives them a bulwark. The second stage, from the report I got from NIDA, and which ASU also have, NIDA said they failed the integrity test, vulnerability test. And I proposed to ASU, I said, this is the report. For me, as your conciliator, let us go ahead. Do joint tests with them, because your reply says These tests were done in your absence. But if I know it, by February 14th, they have gone on strike. And say it's a warning strike. No notice, nothing. So this is it. So how can I now force NIDA to give them a certification for that they have passed integrity tests and also passed vulnerability tests when they are the experts? I'm not a computer expert. I'm only a conciliator. ASUU says NIDA has to give us certificates, whether it's good or bad. How can they do that? They now said, when IPs was installed here in Nigeria, NIDA didn't test them.
But I can assure you, nothing tangible has happened. Nothing visible, nothing you can say they have done. We've met with the Minister of Labor twice, and all they are saying is the same old promises that they've been talking about. We will do the timeline. That we have been on that 2020, and nothing. But till now, nothing tangible has been done. If you recall that we would have started that strike in November, but because of the intervention of NIREC, Nigerian Interreligious Council, we gave a room for them to intervene, and they did. They met with the president on 1st of February and raised this issue with the president. And the president promised they will address them. I appointed, I think, a 3 or 4 man committee to quickly look at it. The Chief of Staff, Minister of Labor, Minister of Education, I think Minister of Finance, to look at it. It was all over the country. But still, that committee had not called us for any meeting. The Minister of Labor, just as usual, have done his own, called meetings with nothing tangible to show. As at now, absolutely nothing tangible has been done. And our members have decided that, look, we've been signing MOU, MOA, and nothing is happening, that this time we should not. Let's see some sign of what has been done. And now, absolutely nothing has been done. Well, is it part of the lack of will, lack of interest in the public university system? And that's what you have. We finished that negotiation in May 2021. That is 10 months ago. And both sides agreed that ASUU would revert back to its member to look at it, whether they will agree with it. And government team reverted back to their government, to their principal, to give the permission to sign, or if there are issues, they should raise it. 10 months. Nothing happened. Now we started the trial. You say you are putting a new committee to look at it. Does it really sound that people who are interested? This issue, like I said, can be resolved in one meeting. Even if that committee they set up 2 weeks ago have been serious, in one meeting we'll resolve all the issues. If you have issues you know you disagree with, you bring to the table. But we have not been called to a meeting with by that committee.
kẹ́rípa àgbàbó kó ṣẹ́jọ́ wọn ṣẹ́rí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí pé wọ́n tiẹ̀ pe ASUU rárá àkí wọn àkí gọ́fìmẹ̀ntì ìdí ni pé kò sí ọmọ wọn kankan ní public school. Ẹ lọ wo ọmọ ministers mélòó ló wà ní public universities. Ẹ lọ wo ọmọ president mélòó ló wà ní public universities. Kódà ọmọ state governors mélòó ló wà ní public universities. Ọmọ commissioners mélòó ló wà ní public universities. Ọmọ national assembly members mélòó ló wà ní public universities. So poor person, poor people, poor children làwọn tó wà public university. So wọn ò care. Wọn ò care. Ẹ wá ọmọ ẹ̀bọ́n ṣe ń strike, bọ́n ṣe ń suffer. Ìyẹn lásán ti tó fún gọ́fìmẹ̀ntì mi láti rò pé we have failed people. We are going to resign. Ní àwọn ìlú mi wọ́n máa ń resign. Common n tá ọmọ yẹn ṣe yẹn. Bí Labour ṣe máa strike, ní ASUU ṣe máa strike, ní different strata ṣe máa strike. Different stratum kọ̀ọ̀kan máa strike. The Association of Labourers àwọn yẹn náà máa strike. Kí là ń ṣe? Ibi tó yẹ kán náwó sí wọ́n ti kó náà. Kó tó fà á nìyẹn. Owó tó yẹ kí wọ́n ná fún ìlú. Àpò ara wọn ló lọ. Kò sọ wọ́n kéèyàn dẹ̀ ṣerú ẹ̀. Kó succeed pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. That is why tó fi jẹ́ pé a ti gbọ́ èsì ibi tá à ń lọ before 2023. because all crops of politicians tí wọ́n kóra wọn jọ yìí except ẹnìkan lè bèrè ń bẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò ṣú ọ̀ fún toró ti ṣe táwa ti rírí ní state ti wà mi ní dárúkọ ẹ̀ kó má jẹ́ pé mo campaign fún àmọ́ n tó ṣe sógun state tó bá lè ṣerú ẹ̀ federal to some extent problem ìlú yìí ìbá dínkù bíi 40%. Pẹ̀lú wọn ní jẹ́ kírú wọn débẹ̀. Bó bá dẹ̀ débẹ̀ lẹ́ni tó ń túlù ṣe wọ́n ní láìkẹ̀ wọ́n á set up fún ẹ. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Muritala? Bóyá orí Muritala ni problem Nàìjíríà ò bá ti solve. Oṣù mélòó Muritala lò? Tó ti sacrifice ẹ̀. Because cabals tó ń rule tí wọ́n ṣe olórí lórí Nàìjíríà, they don't pray for that country láti dá, aided by the white men. Àwọn náà fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dá, tó bá ti dá pẹ́rẹ́ wàhálà dé bá lù tiwọn. Kó máa dàrú káwọn èèyàn máa dówó kó wá bá wọn lọ́wọ́, káwọn máa fi tún lù wọn ṣe, kọ́mọ Nàìjíríà máa wá ṣẹrú ń bẹ̀ náà fẹ́. Láwọn èèyàn ṣe suggest pé okay, ẹ jẹ́ kó ní kálukú pín. Let us do our administration by ourselves. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Yorùbá máa administer ara wọn, Hausa máa administer ara wọn, kí Northerners máa administer ara wọn, kí South máa administer tiẹ̀ pẹ̀lú South East, kí South West máa administer tiẹ̀. Kẹwàá òkú ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Ibi náà ọ̀kan ti wá fẹ́ rí 500 billion gbé tójú òní kàkàrò. And that is more reason why táwọn ẹni yóò fi buy idea yẹn. They want it in federal so that wọ́n bá jí gbé kò ní hàn. Òyìnbó kan sọ létí mi pé only that your country Nigeria is very strong. Only that country is very strong. Ní kí ló dé? Ní tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú àwọn ni wọ́n ti gbé irú owó tẹ́ gbé ní Nàìjíríà. Ó ní ìlú yẹn á ti ṣubú á ti kú. Very strong country. About billions tí wọ́n gbé every day. Different sectors. Nothing gbé bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò dẹ̀ sí tó fà á. Torí ìpọ́njú kan ṣo ni gbogbo owó ń lọ ló fà á. Ẹ̀yin ẹ jẹ́ kó di tí wọ́n mọ́gẹ́jì sí, tí Yorùbá dá ní tiẹ̀, tí Igbo dá ní tiẹ̀, tí àwọn Northerners náà dá ní tiwọn, káwá wo kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Tó ní kálukú lófin tó fi ń lòlù. Tó yẹ pé Yorùbá ló ṣe olórí Yorùbá tó dúdẹ̀ ká wa, ẹ máa wo kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn yẹn. Bọ̀tí rọ́ o rárá, wọ́n kọ̀ràn kírú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ wọn nígbà. Ó sì jẹ́ pé kọ́ lọ ṣàánú wa. Oríṣiríṣiríṣi ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ wà àwọn tí wọ́n jí gbé ní Kaduna yẹn, ní Kaduna train. Mo sọ níjẹta pé olóyún tó wà nù wọn bímọ sí àkàtà wọn, kò sì sí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn release ẹ̀. Ó máa ṣe o. Àwọn ìlú kan wà tó jẹ́ pé the funnest part ni pé àwọn ẹni yìí jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ ibi táwọn tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ Northern Kaduna ẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé El-Rufai sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ báwọn ọmọ ibi táwọn arábí yẹn wà. When you know where they are, why don't you go for them? Wọ́n mọ ibi tán wà, wọ́n mọ ibi tán hibernate sí, but they are not interested in arresting them. Bọ́kọ̀ràn yẹn, they prefer negotiating with criminals. Pẹ̀lú àwọn ajínigbé, pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀daràn. Ṣé n tó dáa ni? Àwọn fámílì àwọn tán jí gbé yìí, wọ́n jáde, wọ́n náà protest, wọ́n address press, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀. Ibi ẹni tó ń bá wí tó bá gbọ́ ni. Bí ìjọba tó wà lóde bá listen sí wọn ni. Ṣé wọ́n ní nǹkan ṣe? Mọye months tó ti dà. Ṣé rántí àwọn tí wọ́n gbé ní yunifásitì kan Kaduna náà ní last year? Wọ́n ṣe pa bí mẹ́rin bí márùn-ún náà ọmọ yẹn nìyẹn. Kó tó jẹ́ bí 100 million wọ́n fi bẹ́ẹ̀lì ọmọ yẹn. Ó di pé wọ́n padà release wọn ìbọn padà. Wọ́n pàtó máa pánú wọn dànù. Ṣé ẹ rántí? àìlè tó rè o ṣé ọdọọdún ni kán máa gbé àwọn èèyàn pamọ́ ni tòmí wọ́n dà pé amalgamation yẹn fẹ́ lè má wọ́ọ̀kì àwọn tó kú ṣe náà èmi rí kanóòwé ibi tó ń kọ́ sí pé after 100 years oníkálukú lè ọlọ́mú lè dọ́mú yẹ́gbẹ́ and ó ti pẹ́ láti 2014 100 years yẹn ti pé ẹgbọ́n nǹkan táwọn fámílì àwọn tán gbé yẹ ẹ̀ka gbọ́n nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ àwọn tẹ́ fẹ́ wò yìí inú ìbànújẹ́ gidi ni wọ́n wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ torí pé ọmọ ẹni kú ó sàn jọ ọmọ ẹni nù lọ mọ̀ bọ́.
They are crying every day with the only question in their mouth being, when are my mommy and daddy coming home? What a miserable state. Since this unfortunate attack on the Abuja-Kaduna bound train, we believe the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, alongside his security and intelligence chiefs, have been working to rescue our loved ones. We have been given assurances that a positive outcome of this effort will be apparent soon. We must, however, register our displeasure with the way and manner the Minister of Transportation, Mr. Rotimi Chibuike Amechi, has been handling this tragic event since it occurred. Just a few days after 28 March, Mr. Amechi was seen running around the stadium in Port Harcourt, where he declared his intention to become the next president of Nigeria. We had expected Mr. Amechi to be running around as to how to get his abducted passengers rescued, and this is highly disappointing. Mr. President also directed the management of the NRC to establish a situation room to give a minute-by-minute account of rescue effort to relatives of kidnapped passengers. Still, 1 week after this presidential directive was issued, NRC has neither contacted the relatives of kidnapped victims nor established any situation room as directed by the President. This display of gross incompetence and insensitivity should lead to the appropriate punishment. Furthermore, we sought the intervention of the leadership of the National Assembly, which is the People's Court, but nothing has been forthcoming from them. We want to extend our profound gratitude to Nigerians, elder statesmen, traditional, religious, and community leaders, and the Nigerian media who have lent their strong voices to this struggle, both in the open and behind the scene, and their prayers for divine intervention. We still need this vital support from success is achieved. Our prayers to the government. Number 1, quick and safe rescue of our family members held hostage. Number 2, Abuja-Kaduna train service should not resume until the first prayer is met, and adequate security measures are put in place to guarantee the safety of prospective passengers. This position aligns with the prayers of the majority of Nigerians. Thank you.
Okay, can you tell us your name?
Okay, I'm Evelyn Asiribo, wife of the kidnapped victim.
àwọn ẹbí tó wà ní ìbànújẹ́ lẹ́gbọ́n tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tìbànújẹ́ náà fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìròyìn ayọ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún wa ni pé mínísítà tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ń gbà tọrọ ìfiṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ṣe é gbọ́ pé ó ti resign torí pé n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kọ́ o torí pé ó fẹ́ dupò president bí wíwẹ̀ bá wá wọlé eventually kí lẹ́rọ kò fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹni tí wọ́n jíyàn gbé ní ministry ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe nǹkan kan sí dọ́là tó tún wá jẹ́ tó kàn ní kó lọ ra fọ́ọ̀mù kó ń fẹ́ ṣe president ẹ rí pé n tó dáa ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ nílùú yìí àwọn ọ̀dí tá a sọ kalẹ̀ yìí gbogbo ẹ̀ couples together ló jẹ́ káwọn tán láwọn fẹ́ pín ló jẹ́ kán máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n ti wò ó tí wọ́n ti rí pé there is no way the government has failed them. The government has failed us. Ṣé mo ìtàn ta diesel sí? Most of companies ní kíní yẹn ti bà, most especially àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ small scale industries and small scale businesses wọ́n ti ń close down bóyá ẹ̀ ti gbọ́ tó bá bàbà tó fi bà báńkì bí báńkì ṣe ń rówó tó fi bà wọ́n táwọn gbé 24/7 làwọn gbọ́dọ̀ máa tanná. àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí náà studio wa yìí ó ní iye tá a fi ràn jẹnẹrétọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ní iye tá a fi ràn nẹ̀sìn. That is the kind of life tá à ń gbé ní Nàìjíríà. Àwọn ìlú kan táwa dẹ̀ ti dé yẹn iná ìjọba ni wọ́n ń lò tí wọ́n tanná 24/7. Àwọn foreign countries tèmi ti dé rí iná máa tanná lẹ̀ báyìí ni nígbà tí factories, industries, small scale businesses tí wọ́n bá rí iná operate kí ló dé tí nǹkan ò ní tòrò fún wọn bọ̀ lórí iná lásán téèyàn ti ná 70% owó tó ń pa. Nígbà tí iná Nàìjíríà bàjẹ́ mo lè dárúkọ factories 6 tán kó Nàìjíríà, at least I can mention 6. Torí economy tó bàjẹ́ pẹ̀lú iná ló jẹ́ kí Volkswagen sá lọ, Peugeot sá lọ, Dunlop Elite sá lọ, kìíní kan Firestone àbí kí ló jẹ́ sá lọ, Onastic sá lọ, Bata sá lọ, Lenart sá lọ. Àwọn big companies tí wọ́n dẹ̀ gba hundreds of thousands of Nigerians ṣiṣẹ́ ní UTC, Kingsway, no. Àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá both automobiles and àwọn tó ń ṣe nǹkan míì làwọn tá a dárúkọ yìí. Most of them sá lọ Ghana. I couldn't imagine. Ìwọ̀sí oko ẹ̀gàn. Nàìjíríà dẹ̀ máa pera wọn ní giant of Africa. Àwọn ẹni sá lọ sáwọn neighboring countries tí Ọlọ́run pèsè olórí tó dáa fún wọn. Ẹni 3 péré ló rúlù gbogbo ní Saudi Arabia. Ẹni 3. Ọba 3 péré. Ọba Saudi, ọba Mọ́kà gangan, ti Jeddah àti ti Mọ̀dínà. Ọba àwọn tó jẹ́ first class ọba gan 2 ni Mọ́kà àti Mọ̀dínà tán náà rúlù Saudi. Ẹ wá wo bílù yẹn ṣe rí. Dubai kọ́ ọ̀nà 6 péré. Ọ̀nà 6 péré làwọn ọba wọn wà tán ti rúlù. Giant of Africa ńkọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n iye tá a tó. A ní senators lọ rẹpẹtẹ, a ní house of rest member lọ rẹpẹtẹ, president kan, vice president kan, senate president kan, gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ rẹpẹtẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ náà kí la fi dà. Òdòpó kí ojú ẹja lágbàbọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ á wá nǹkan ṣe sí o, ẹ̀yin tẹ́jú lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láyọ̀.
BGI TV yìí mo fẹ́ máa wò, ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ ti ń gbèsè mo fẹ́ gbọ́, ètò lóríṣiríṣi wọ́n wà lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan, ìròyìn tó kojú òṣùwọ̀n àtàwọn ọ̀rọ̀ àgbọ́ fi kọ́gbọ́n, eré wọlé fún tẹ̀rù tọmọ tèwe tàgbà ẹ má fi para. BGI TV mo fẹ́ máa wò, ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ ti ń gbèsè mo fẹ́ gbọ́, ètò lóríṣiríṣi wọ́n wà lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan, ìròyìn tó kojú òṣùwọ̀n àtàwọn ọ̀rọ̀ àgbọ́ fi kọ́gbọ́n, eré wọlé fún tẹ̀rù tọmọ tèwe tàgbà ẹ má fi para. Àdànà kó kọjá mórí nǹkan fèrè bàbá rere káwí parí. BGI TV, we are the pace setters. Bàbá Gbàgede ìmọ̀ tẹlifíṣọ̀n station tí dòde.
Iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán tó mọ bó ṣe ń lọ, tó ní ìròyìn kọ́ńbọ̀kì tó jẹ́ yàjóyàjó, ìròyìn àti ìsọfúnni àtìgbàdégbà, àwọn ètò tó ké pọ́pọ́ flẹ̀ má yí kúò ń bẹ̀, má gbé kúò ń bẹ̀, máa jẹ̀gbádùn ẹ̀ lọ. BGI TV, Bàbá Gbàgede ìmọ̀ TV. Èdùà Ọ̀kìn ló dirí ẹwà fákòkò o, bí ọ̀kìn bá tú ìyẹ́ ẹ̀ díẹ̀ ẹwà rẹ̀ àkàlẹ̀ àkà oko. Ẹ kàn sí ẹ̀ka ìpolówó ọjà wa láti bá wa dòwò pọ̀ lórí +234 70 38 22 61 60 fún àwọn tí ń bẹ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà 07038226160 BGI TV bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ TV ọ̀gá ni kọ́ń láwùjọ òkúta.
bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ tẹlifíṣọ̀n station tí dòde.